In today's video, we have an AOK unboxing, new subscriber shoutouts, and a story of love at first sight. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I appreciate you stopping by and spending some time with me today. So a few weeks ago, I was shopping at Target and I was going down the toy and collectible aisles looking at the action figures. And first of all, I have to say how proud I am of the resistance that I show in not buying and scooping up a lot of these things. It's not that I don't like them. It's not that I don't want them. But there's only so much money and there's only so much space that a person has. But as I was looking at the action figures, I saw this really cool Magneto action figure that I'd never seen before. And I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. And then I decided to look to see what figures were behind him. There was a Captain America, which was neat as well. And then all of a sudden, there she was. It was love at first sight. You might have seen me post this on Instagram a few weeks ago. Look at that. Not only do I love the figure, but I love the artwork that they used on the packaging as well. That's amazing. Now, if you would have told, the little boy Magic Lasso in his youth that someday you could go to Target and buy a Ms. Marvel action figure, I wouldn't have believed you. For as many times as I've said that Ms. Marvel's Black Lightning Bolt costume is my jam, how could I leave her in the store? I couldn't. And isn't it interesting as well? Look at the name here. They don't call her Ms. Marvel. They call her Carol Danvers. That's interesting. Here's a look at the back of the card for you. But I loved it. There was no way at all I could leave that sitting in the store. Had to come home with me. Now, from the research that I've done since I bought her, I don't believe that there is a Rogue action figure, at least not yet in this line. But if there ever is, and if I decide to buy it, I promise I'll keep these two action figures away from one another. But isn't that awesome? Man. As I always say, Black Lightning Bolt Ms. Marvel is my jam. And for DC, Donna Troy red jumpsuit is my jam. Had to have this though. Wow. I love it. It takes a lot for me to plunk down my money on an action figure these days, but this was a no-brainer. So before we get into today's AOK unboxing, let's shout out some new and recent subscribers to my channel. So appreciative of these folks. They include Michael the Beast Benston Comics, Dave Enrique, Gore Vidal, K-Dog, and that's D-A-W-G, and Longbox Love Affair. His channel and a few others inspired me to want to start my own channel. So he is one of my heroes, one of my YouTube favorites, and I was so excited that he's now following me and a subscriber to my channel. But I appreciate everyone who subscribed to the channel. Oh, by the way, recently I had the chance to be part of a live stream with Longbox Love Affair and Comic Mag Musings. All three of us were the guests on Geek Aficionado's What Do You Hunt program, which was a lot of fun. So I want to thank you, Jimmy, for setting up that opportunity and inviting me to participate in it. But thank you to all my new subscribers. I appreciate you all so very much. Well, we have an AOK unboxing right now to share. This comes from someone that I also did a recent show with as well. This is from Bronze Age Bryon. Now, a few weeks back, I was invited along with Bronze Age Bryon as guests on Stay Puft 1983's Saturday afternoon hangout. And we had a great time. We showed a lot of Wonder Woman books. We talked a lot about the Bronze Age as well. And with a name like Bronze Age Bryon, I knew I was going to get along with this guy. I mean, Bronze Age is what I love the most in comic books. So we had this great hang on a Saturday afternoon on Sean's channel. Thank you, Sean. And we've been talking afterwards. And as a matter of fact, I think the day after the show, Bronze Age Bryon was going to a comic show. But he got a hold of me and he said, can I have your address? I have an AOK I want to send you. And I said, sure. I said, wow, that's awesome. You didn't have to do that. And then he later told me that this is the first AOK that he's ever sent to anyone in the community. So what an honor I feel to be that recipient. Wow. It's cool. So we're going to put you into fast forward mode and we're going to find out what Bronze Age Bryon sent. So we've got a pin, we got a button to look at. That's cool. Of course, Chicago Schultz, he sent me a button too recently. So that is cool. Oh, I love it. We've got a Wonder Woman. And it goes great with my shirt too that I'm wearing today. Look at that. That's cool. Love it. Thank you. We're already off to a great start. And it looks like we got some books inside here as well to check out. So I haven't looked at the books yet, but there is a note. So we're going to read that together and share that right now. Hi, Ryan. Just wanted to say thanks for sitting in with me on Sean's podcast last month. It's always nice to meet comic collectors from my era for sure. So here's a little something that hopefully you don't already have as part of your epic Amazonian collection for Wonder Woman. Oh, and then I think he's starting to tell me what the books are, I think. So I'm going to pause that for a second and actually look at the books and then come back to the note. Oh, look at that. Oh, all foiled out. Wonder Woman 56. That's awesome. That's such a cool cover. Oh, speaking of the Bronze Age, look at that. Super Friends #1. Wow, that's pretty awesome. Of course, Super Friends, Brian talked about it on Sean's show, and I agreed with him how the Super Friends cartoon was such an influence for both of us early on in our collecting. So that's awesome. So we'll finish with the note right now. First up is this Rebirth cover I came across with a foil variant by Yasmin Putri, who's been killing it at DC with covers. I do agree with you. Then, since we discussed our mutual love and appreciation for Saturday morning cartoons, I thought you might not have this #1 edition of the Super Friends with your favorite cartoon female as part of the cover cast. Lastly, I was at a con and a booth was making buttons, and so I grabbed this little gem from that jean jacket that you know is still in your closet, like mine, waiting for things to come back and cycle around. Yep, I know, I got one of those. I got a few of those. Be well, my friend, and keep Bronze Age believing. Regards, Bronze Age Bryon. So that's awesome. Bryon, thank you so much for thinking of me. I'm so honored to have your friendship. And I'll, of course, think of you when I'm enjoying these books. That's super cool. I'm going to put my button on, too. I'm going to wear my button the rest of the day today. So thank you again. For those that aren't familiar with Bronze Age Bryon's channel, I put a link to it in the description for this video. So make sure to check it out. Subscribe to him as well. He's putting out great content. You know I'm a fan of the Bronze Age. You look at his header, it's got, the Green Lantern logo and Magneto logo. So winning. Yeah, check out Bronze Age Bryon's channel. Thank you again, Bryon, for this AOK. Means a lot to me. Thank you for thinking of me. And that wraps up today's Comic Book Editions video. Thanks for joining me, and I look forward to visiting with you again right here on my channel soon.